Welcome to your Tarotscope, Aries. This reading is designed just for you to guide you through the energies and opportunities of Scorpio season, the 23rd of October to the 21st of November 2024. Remember, Tarot isn't about predicting the future, it's about understanding the present and empowering you to navigate it with intention. I'm Fingal, a professional tarot reader and psychic and the founder of the Wellness Foundry. So let's dive in and see what the cards have and the message from the universe is for you, Aries. Whether you're looking for clarity, inspiration, or a gentle reminder, there's something to learn from the cards. So here's what you need to focus on for Scorpio season, Aries. The first card that we have is the Magician, very fitting as it's the trump number one, as is the first astrological house being Aries. We've also got the Empress, so two major arcana, so indicating that it's likely to be a big month for you. Yes, very much so, with the Lovers as well. So Scorpio season looking very, very promising for you, Aries. Time for ingenuity, quick thinking. The Magician showing cunning, showing bringing in ingenuity and a new way of thinking. Approaching challenges, issues, not in the same way that we've been facing them before, just repeating, I think it's Einstein's definition of madness, doing the same thing again and again and again and expecting different results. So it's really asking for you this season to think about, okay, how do I approach this with a new mindset? How do I approach this with a new attitude? How do I, particularly in times of trouble? But it's really, in combination with the Empress card, you've got two cards of creativity. The Magician being the alchemist, and the Empress card being all about the things that we are birthing, giving birth to, the things that we are bringing into the world. Again, a very, very strong theme with Magus. The Magus being as above, so below, being able to turn the immaterial into the material, and so too is the Empress. What does this mean? Well, this means that effectively whatever you're putting your mind to, you can make happen. Again, this is a very heightened quality within you, Arians, you fiery rams. You're able to push through and get things done. So again, it's saying that Scorpio season is likely to be a really good time for you to do that. So I wouldn't shy away from trying new things, tackling in. As we start to kind of wind towards the end of the year, there's a tendency to want to think, okay, I'm going to pull back, or maybe this isn't the right time, but now is the right time, absolutely. Also, I know, again, it might be a bit early, but looking at, well, what do I want to create for next year? What do I want to start? And rather than delaying for tomorrow what we can start today, start today. But a really potent, powerful energy, particularly, if I had to rephrase it, any seeds that you're going to plant throughout this period are very likely to germinate and take root. The very fact that we've got the tarot is split into major arcana, minor arcana, a major being about big shift, lessons from the universe, things that we might have overlooked. It's kind of divine intervention, so to speak. So it's not suggestive or indicative of, it's just a kind of time for you to just get on with the nitty gritty of life. It's starting to think of the bigger things, the bigger plans. With the Lovers here, there could be very much in combination, particularly with the Empress card, it could indicate a very fertile time. That could mean children. It could also mean romance. Particularly, there feels to be, I think your relationships are going to feel the benefit of the energies of Scorpio. Usually, Scorpio energy can be quite a sexualized one, quite an erotic energy. So there may be themes around that, relationships intensifying, connectivity intensifying. So it feels really good in terms of interpersonal relationships, particularly romantic ones. But the Lovers is also not just about love, about romance, about relationships. It is trump number 6, so it's about equilibrium and balance, and how that plays out, particularly with the Magician And the Empress card is saying that you will be able to bring balance to external forces. So seemingly things that may have felt slightly outside of your control. You've been maybe working in extremes. Maybe it's work-life balance. Maybe it's a kind of wanting to be very outward but then feeling very inward. Whatever it might be, this starting to feel that there's a bit more of a balance between those yin and yang aspects, those light and dark aspects, because the Lovers is very much about marrying not only things outside of ourselves but within ourselves, seemingly disparate forces. The Lovers, typically the man showing the yang aspect, the conscious mind, and the Eve showing the feminine aspects, the subconscious mind, and these two things, these two parts coming together. Again, that is very fitting given the Magician, which is arguably a very yang aspect, and then the Empress, which is a very yin aspect. These two opposing forces coming together. So again, it's this kind of theme around procreation, not necessarily in literal terms around children, but the germination of either ideas, concepts, strokes of genius, being inspired. So it's saying don't just allow these things to go dormant, act upon them. And if anybody can do that, it is Aries. So overall, looking very, very good. Your task will be, we'll take the impetus and run with it. What are we doing? What steps are we taking in order to make things grow? What are we putting off tomorrow that we could be doing today? And particularly a call here for you to bring some attention and focus to your relationships, because if you do, it will seem that it's that will be very, very profitable season for you in general. So feels very, very good. Hope that helps.